a married couple. Can you imagine living downstairs from them? Absolutely nightmare, absolute nightmare. But how incredible was that, and all of these amazing musicians on stage. Let's hear it one more time. First of all, on the Ellen pipes, which stands for elbow pipes in Irish, and the whistles, you may have seen this man perform before with Riverdance, with Celtic Woman. He is one of the top trad musicians on the entire planet. Please put your hands together for Mr. Darren Murphy! We've already cheered how incredible a dancer she is, how incredible a fiddle player is she as well. Our honorary Irish girl from Nashville, Tennessee. Give it up for Claire Shirley! Next in line, we've performed with this man on London's West End, all across Ireland. If you've seen our PBS TV special, you will have seen about 100 close-ups of him. He is just the best drummer in the world, and also the best guy. Honestly, we have been so lucky to be on the road with him for 11 weeks. Please put your hands together for Dr. Brian Rice! Next in line, you may have also seen him perform before with Celtic Woman. He's an incredible multi-instrumentalist, an arranger, composer, and an even better drinker. Give it up for Mr. Cormac Crowley! Next in line, you've seen him play the bodhrán, the whistles, the piano, the guitar. He actually plays 14 instruments, but we just haven't found a suitcase big enough. Give it up for Mr. Matthew Campbell! I was going to tell you all a very quick story. As I mentioned earlier, this is our very last 2 days on this tour. But the funniest thing happened after our first show in Ottumwa in Iowa. We were coming out of stage door and this lady came running towards me. And she said, excuse me, can I ask you a question? And I said, yeah, of course, go ahead. And she said, do you wear makeup on stage? And I said, I mean, we don't. A lot of the musicals that you see, you know, they would wear makeup, but we don't. Why do you ask? And she says, well, it's just you look a lot taller on stage. So if there's anyone out there that knows of this magical makeup that won't make us look like leprechauns, we'd be very, very happy. Speaking of leprechauns, I'm going to pass you over to the man himself. Once again, Mr. Matthew Campbell.
You're very brave when there's a 12-foot piano between us and you say something like that. This next song that we're going to sing, it's been in our show, I guess, from day one. We've been together 7 years, and we've never done a show where we haven't sang this. But for very good reason, because it's a beautiful song. It's a song that usually people have their own sentimental attachment to it in many, many different ways. And I think most of you here tonight will know it. I'm sure you've heard this at some point throughout your life. But more often than not, there's a story that goes along with this song. And it's usually a little more unfamiliar to people. And I always think it's important to tell people just what the song's actually about, just to give a little bit of context. So I'll do that now before we launch into singing it. And you see, the lyrics of this song, well, they came from a letter. And the letter was written from a father to his son. Now, his son was 19 years old. He had been called up to fight in the war, and his father, who was getting on in life and didn't really know just how many years he had ahead of him, well, he was faced with one of the hardest challenges any of us will face, and that is saying goodbye to someone that you love. And this young lad, his son of 19 years old, he didn't know if he'd ever see his face again, and well, I'm sure you could imagine he couldn't really find the words in that moment. But over time, he managed to write him a letter, and he sent him on his way, and he said, son, someday, wherever you are in the world, you'll read this and you'll think of me. And well, please God, if you make it home alive when this whole war is over, and I'm not there to greet you at the front door, well, you'll know where to come and find me. And that is the sentiment behind which this song was written. And I guess if you do recognize it, which I'm sure you will, but maybe you hadn't heard that story before, just listen to the words a little bit closer. Keep that story in the front of your mind, and I think you might hear the song in a completely different way. came from a beautiful old folk song called the London Derriere, but it's known much more simply around the world as Danny Boy.
The pipes are calling
from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. 'Tis you must go and I must bide.
But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valleys are slanted with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Danny boy, oh Danny boy, I love you so.
And all the flowers are dying, and I am dead, as dead I may well be. You'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel to say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear the soft you tread above me, and all my rain will warmer, sweeter be. For you will dare to tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep
In peace
until you come.